Hey everyone and welcome back to Skyblock. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so I apologize if I sound like garbage. Last episode we were working to fix some of the corruption that we had caused by accidentally logging into the world in 1.7.2 instead of whatever the modern version is. I think it's 1.11.2. So anyway, we had a lot to fix through here. We did some of it last episode, and then we also did a lot of it on stream over at twitch.tv/NimsGaming, I believe. So a couple of things I want to touch on right here at the beginning of the episode is the villager hall. I mean, this was super easy to repopulate. We gave ourselves the 3 villager eggs, 2 to go there, 1 to go down there, and now, I mean, we just have tons of great villagers again. It was pretty easy to call the villagers. I'm just using David Bowie with a Power 5 flame to kill the villagers, and it handles it really well. I also got the glass done for the mob farm. I also, on stream, I built an on-off switch. I'll show you guys how this works really quick. There was a crafting table right here. I took the crafting table out, put in a redstone lamp with a lever on the front of it. That lever then feeds into this piston into slime blocks with redstone blocks on top of it. Whenever this lever is on, you can see that the redstone block then powers the piston next up in the chain up until that redstone then interferes with the redstone that runs with the farm. We shut it off, and then we can see the flickering there at the top, and monsters just come, oh god, just flying out. Check it. This is incredible. I love this farm so much. We are having, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that off just to save me on lag, and like, this is already ridiculously full, right? So this is actually something I wanted to talk to you about a little bit. I'm a little concerned with this storage system. It just takes so long to pull 5 stacks of items out, and like, there's so much player interaction required in order to get rid of things like gunpowder or arrows, because we don't need gunpowder. We have infinity mending David Bowie in order to prevent us from needing arrows. And then like things like sticks aren't all that useful. As soon as the nano farm is full, we don't need bones either. And then we only need a very, very limited amount of like spider eyes, sugars, glass bottles, things like that. So we might still need to do a rework on this infinite storage system, which means that we're not going to be able to dress this thing up aesthetically yet, because the redstone for this infinite storage system might change. We have 2 unique opportunities that have been accidentally presented to us, or that I've been able to find thanks to the world corruption. The first one I want to take a look at is the Iron Golem Farm. So because all of the villagers have, you know, been abducted by mysterious space aliens, we have this great chance to totally guilt-free renovate the Iron Golem Farm. We're currently having problems where like iron golems will spawn. I'm not exactly sure where they spawn, or else I would have fixed it, but we see them all the time on these outer areas, and just breaks the farm, right? So what I want to do is we're just going to take this down to bare bones, and redo pretty much everything about the farm today. Alright, so I've got most of that, like, useless or defunct redstone cleared away. We had this idea that we could build, like, a villager breeder up here that would also serve as, you know, the workings of the Iron Golem Farm, that would also serve as, like, a villager trading post. I don't know, it's just weird, and we were trying to do too much at once, and nothing really worked. It didn't really combo together. So, we're going to be just turning this into a standard Iron Golem Farm. I already have some of the framing out here. This is just so I know what the spacing is. So we are building this off of odd numbers, so this isn't going to be like a perfectly traditional Iron Golem Farm. That we're just trusting that the I don't know, the doors that we had placed down earlier are going to be done correctly. So anyway, normally with an Iron Golem Farm, you would have a 4-wide pouch. We're going to have a 5-wide pouch here in order to keep our villagers contained. And that is an axe and not a pickaxe. So then I'm just going to come over here. We're going to replace the floors with glass. And I think we want this glass here to be double, like to be twice as thick. I'm not sure though, but this is the concept for the villager pouch here. Just something we're gonna be able to drop those. I mean, we gave ourselves 4 villager eggs, so we're gonna drop 2 villager eggs in here, 2 villager eggs in on this side, and let's go ahead and get this one done. So where's centered door, and then 7. So that is that half, and there's the 7. I don't know. I wasn't counting, which is why I hesitated to say numbers, but I just know what the spacing should look like to get 7 blocks. Hopefully that makes sense. 7. Yeah, that was good. We did the thing. And then pouch right here. And then once we get these villagers in, we'll be able to destroy all of this slabbing around here, and we'll be able to make it look less like a freaking UFO in the sky. Also, I'm really excited because soon we're going to be able to get rid of all of that scaffolding as well. I've got too much scaffolding in this Skyblock world. It needs to go away. Ugh. So I've got both sides, or both villager pouches, completed now. We've got the one here, and I ended up taking some water, and I went underneath it and put 2 layers of floor that they're going to be standing on. Now it's all built out of glass, so we're not going to have to worry about any monsters spawning. All of this that I'm standing on now is half slabs. Everything should be monster-proof. No questions asked. I also did put some glowstone in there, not for any other reason, but just to have some lighting so I could see what I'm doing. So here we go. We're going to put 1 villager here. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. And then another villager on the other side. Hopefully just to balance out the detection of the doors, so that way it does register as a villager. Then we'll just put the 2 here. Come back, put the 1 on this side. Okay, cool. So now what I need to do is I brought a bunch of carrots with me. I'm going to try to throw into that guy. Dude, that was freaking Kobe. Oh, God. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, he's sharing. They should start breeding, right? And then I should be able to come in here at some point. So I'll sell that guy a bunch of rotten flesh, thanks to the new awesome mob farm. And then what do we got going on over here? So this is a cartographer, so we're just going to have paper. I'll throw him some carrots. Looks like he picked them up. Throw some more carrots. Okay, thank you. He reached out and grabbed them. Good job, buddy. So, I saw some hearts. Is that a good thing? Was I interrupting? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Were you guys doing business? Shh. I'm not watching. No, not at all. No, don't worry about me. Just, no, okay, maybe? Hello? Dude, they're like really close to each other right now. There's some hearts. Is that double hearts or is that single hearts? I keep seeing dripping from the water over there, and I'm like, oh no, their baby fell out of the world. And it makes me really, oh, that's definitely double hearts. She's looking down. Oh! Already. So, it looks like this is going to work just fine. We're going to have a bunch of new villagers in no time. Do I need to keep throwing carrots at them? Not sure. So, if those guys have already made busy... Okay, these guys don't like each other as much. I'm going to throw you half my carrots, and then the other one half my carrots. Half my carrots. Half my carrots. Now, you guys need to do what the other ones did and make babies, okay? Okay. I want to quickly talk about the other opportunity that has kind of accidentally been presented to us. So, in the previous, or rather, prior to the world corruption caused by yours truly, it was 100% my fault, we had tons and tons of chickens up in this the chicken farm, right? And they were running and then breeding chickens and blah, blah, blah. And you can see off of the 1 chicken egg that we gave ourselves, I've since turned it into 3 chickens there. I think, yeah, the entity count is at 3. So we've turned that into bunches of eggs, but I haven't put all those eggs back in there yet. I've only, like I said, I've only taken that up to 3 chickens. And it's come with an interesting side effect, a mechanic that I knew existed, I've known about, but I've forgotten. And that is, if the passive mob count is under some number, and I don't remember what this number is, if the passive mob count is under some number, new passive mobs will attempt to spawn with a very low percentage chance, but they will attempt to spawn between Y levels on grass. Well, we have grass. Apparently it's in the appropriate Y height, and apparently our entity count, our passive friendly monster, our passive mob count is below that cap, which is now causing passive mobs to spawn over here on the grass again, which leads me to a question that I want to ask you guys. Should we, one, keep the passive mob count low enough that mobs continue to spawn on the grass over here? Two, should we say, screw the passive mob count, go crazy nuts with all the chickens in the chicken farm? I can't look at it from that perspective, but just go crazy nuts with the chickens in the chicken farm, which we can then sell all of the raw chicken that we get to butchers, and then thus make tons of emeralds, and we could still cook the raw chicken to have tons of food if we don't feel like going fishing. Or three, do we totally dismantle the chicken farm and go all in on passive mobs? So I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards like just heck with the passive mob spawner, because we could build another mob farm very similar to this one over here and just dedicate it to passive mob farms over here on where this tower will be in the future. But if we do that, then, like, it's a very, very, very low spawn chance. And, like, the monster, or the passive mobs that we're going to be getting out of it are going to be, yes, all the mobs. So we're going to be getting chickens, along with cows, pigs, horses, sheep, etc. But there's not going to be great enough rates to be able to trade to villagers, and then it's just going to be another food source, which feels kind of lame. Whereas the chicken farm, as it exists right now, thank goodness for feather falling, the chicken farm as it exists right now, we could just go crazy with tons of cedar chickens, get tons of raw chicken, and then pop over here into the villager trading hall and trade all of that raw chicken into, where's the butcher? Right here's the butcher. Into the butcher right here for 14 per 1 emerald. That's pretty good. And like, yes, there are villager trades for like raw pork chop and things like that, but it's just not, we're not gonna get enough pork chops to make that a viable thing. So those are the real 3 options that we have here. I'd love to get your feedback on those. I kind of forgot that the baby villagers are only 1 block tall, and that the little sneaky guy thinks that he can just get out and escape. By the way, these 2 finally had a kid, and he's on the run now. If you punch a villager, don't they like want to not do that anymore? I need them to keep making the hearts. But I also need you to go back inside. I don't think I can bridge over to this yet. My goodness, why you gotta be so freaking difficult? Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump across. Don't die. Don't die, Nibs! Okay. And now push you just back inside. Just back inside you go! Okay, and then you stay there. So now they're breeding. If I need to activate them breeding again, oh great. He's in the thing. I can't put the, okay, I do have a way of putting the block. Oh, he just grew up! What? Wow! That phenomenal timing of getting it back inside. Wait, there's some on the other side. Does that mean that this guy, oh, the blacksmith grew up too. Sweet. We need to be able to give, okay, I'm gonna throw some more carrots at this guy. Frickin'. Look at that. Look at that arm. So we're up to, he's an armorer? Ah, nice. Okay, so I need to do the same thing over here. Get contained. So that way they don't escape. Because, you know. Now, I'm hoping that these guys over here have moved slightly. No. I still can't place the block. Okay, that just means we have to do some funny business. This jump just got more difficult. And then block, and then piston. And then block and lever. Man, I'm so freaking smart. And then we gotta destroy this piston. I almost destroyed the lever without destroying the piston first, and it would have pulled that glass block back. And then I would have totally negated the "I'm so smart" comment that I had just made. But it's okay, I didn't do it. You know why? Because I'm smart. Okay, so these guys should continue to breed. We're at 6 villagers. We need to be at 10 for the Iron Golem Farm to kick back on. So I'm still trying to get all of the villagers bred up to be able to turn back on the Iron Golem Farm. I wanted to show you this. In the couple of hours that we've been recording this episode, from the very beginning we had the 2 llamas, and now we have 2 pigs and a sheep. That, for the question that I posed earlier on what to do with the chicken farm versus a passive mob spawner, that's about what the rates will be. I mean, did I say 2 chickens? Two pigs and a sheep? I don't know, I'm confusing myself right now. But this is about what the rates would be. Some tiny, tiny number of passive mobs every couple of hours. I don't know, leave your comments in the description down, or not the description, but in the comments down below. We got a baby! Look at that. Look at that little guy. So that should be, that's definitely the 7th villager. I wonder if this puts us up to 8, or are they making hearts right now? Okay, that's just 7. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Very, very soon, the Iron Golem Farm should be up and running, and the new Skyblock Iron Golem Farm will be operational. Look at that. Look at that little bitty guy. I can see him back there. Well, maybe, and it looks like they're going to make another, but that little guy plus the 4 adult villagers there makes 5 on this side. And then, what do we got on the here? 1, 2 blacksmiths. Oh, yeah, they're looking down. Oh, I see a little one. Okay, so that makes 5 on this side. Let's go check the bottom and see if we have some iron golems. Dude, we got 3 iron golems. I took the water out so that way they wouldn't be immediately killed by the cactus. But we got 3 iron golems, and they're already trying to just be like, here, have my iron, bro. There's a sign in there that, oh God, mistakes were made. No! Okay. That never happened. Shh. You saw nothing. Okay, maybe I made mistakes because now I can't place the water bucket down in order to be able to funnel the golems. Okay, we're going for it. Excuse me, I need you people to die. Okay. Okay. Well, this is working out well. I think this is gonna be where we call it an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Skyblock, and I will see you next time. Bye.